Hey everyone, Marty Sleva here alongside Steve Butts.
Hey Marty.
Steve, we're at Comic-Con.
Well, oh my gosh, look at
Sunny
all the
San
Comic-Con
Diego.
back
Yeah,
there.
there's a lot of Comic-Cons back there. Steve, earlier you went to the Witcher 3 panel. Obviously a huge game coming out in February.
Yeah.
Everyone's excited for it. So, like, what kind of stuff did we find out at the panel?
Well, yeah, I'm excited. We did the panel. We also did a roundtable after. We
nice.
talked to all the guys. They flew here from Poland, so they're super jet lagged.
Na zdrowie. That's Polish for cheers.
You're bona fide when it comes to
Whoa.
this stuff, guys.
But
yeah, so they basically showed a 30-minute gameplay demo.
Awesome.
And you could tell it was real gameplay because they had audio problems, like audio dropped out.
That's good.
But they had the voice actor there
Geralt.
for Geralt,
Yeah.
and he actually just started reading the lines as they were coming up on the screen.
That's the best.
In real time. It was amazing. And then he started doing the other characters, like old ladies and stuff.
That's really good.
It was amazing. But yeah, we got to see a really, really long section of gameplay. You start off going to the hub town, which is Novgorod, and that's where you use a lot of conversations and like mental gameplay to kind of figure out what's going on. And then you go out into the wild and basically just cut the crap out of everything
it's
you
the wild
find.
hunt. You got to hunt things.
Exactly. You're shooting fire, having all kinds of amazing abilities. There's a quick wheel that comes up, and the guy demoing it obviously is from the studio, and so he had a lot of facility and just kind of jumping back and forth.
Yeah, yeah.
But it seems like there's a lot of tactical options in this game.
I like that.
And the combat is super intense, very visceral.
Yeah.
Super bloody, of course,
Yeah.
as well. Interesting, they talked a little bit about the difficulty levels.
Yeah, I was
going
to ask. It sounds like kind of complicated. I don't know. Is this going to be like Dark Souls level, or what are we looking at?
I think, Witcher for me has been always a little bit below Dark Souls, just in terms of that crazy, like, hair-pulling difficulty. But it is a difficult game, and they want to maintain that. They have said that they're going to change the difficulty level in terms of not what the monsters are capable of, but in terms of the allies they bring in. So if you're fighting a werewolf, for example, you want to have this silver shrapnel bomb that you drop down, and that'll keep him from regenerating, right?
Okay.
He's super tough. You got all these toys and tools you have to use to defeat him. And if you play on super hard difficulty, he'll still be the same werewolf, but he'll bring in a bunch of wolf allies.
Okay,
So the fight gets a little more crowded.
I like that a lot. I like that no matter which difficulty you're playing on, everyone's still sort of having the same experience of fighting this awesome creature.
Yeah.
But it's just, if I want something a little tougher, then it's going to be a creature and his posse.
And
Posse's
some
roll
allies.
deep.
Exactly.
You say allies, I say posse.
Absolutely.
Yeah, the game sounds super exciting. It's one of it's one of those things I cannot wait till February. Did they go anything like beyond the game? Was there anything with books or I don't think there's a movie. I don't think that's a
Yeah, so they had a couple of guys from Dark Horse there. Nick McWhirter was there, big guy at Dark Horse, and they had the contractor who's writing all the comics there. They talked a little bit about the tie-ins. There's not a lot going on there. I mean, they're telling the story of Geralt in the comics, but there's not a lot of crossover. They're not making characters in the comics that are going to show up in the game.
Gotcha.
They did mention, though, that on the day that the game is released, they're also publishing a coffee table lore book called The World of the Witcher.
Oh,
and it's going to include a lot of things that you just can't run across in the game. So it'll explain a little bit more of the context of the world, and it's also awesomely going to cover all the content that's in Witcher 3 as well.
Okay, that's super cool.
Which I think is awesome for people who, maybe Witcher 3 is the first time they've noticed this series. They're wondering, do I need to play the first and second games? I would totally recommend you do because they're amazing. But if you want to get up to speed, it sounds like this lore book's a great way to do it.
Yeah, that's going to be a lot of people, honestly, because like as well received as 1 and 2 were, they didn't have that hype behind them that 3 does. I mean, 3 is, since it was first revealed, people are just like craving this. This is their first real, next gen RPG experience.
Well, yeah, and Witcher 1, or the original Witcher, it wasn't Witcher 1 at the time, was PC only, and it's still not come to consoles. And we asked them about that, and they're like, we don't really see that happening.
I like that. That's like the one CD Projekt's the one studio that's not like, we won't do an HD collection. Yeah,
right, exactly. Cool. Yeah.
All right, that was that was everything Witcher 3 at San Diego Comic-Con, and we're gonna have so much more Witcher video games, probably Polish things.
It's sausages, the whole thing.
So many
Folk
sausages,
fans.
but most of all Comic-Con. So stick right here on IGN.